welcome back to our channel. Today we'll be taking a deeper dive into ancient Crete, home to one of the earliest and most captivating civilizations of the Mediterranean world. Make yourself comfortable as we explore how geography, culture, art and myth shaped not only Greek society but eventually much of Europe. Let's begin with Crete's location. This island rests in the center of the eastern Mediterranean, often dubbed the fairest of all waters. In ancient times, Crete's position was crucial. It served as a natural bridge between Africa, Asia, and mainland Europe. This made the island a prime location for trade routes, sea travel, and cultural exchange. We often refer to these early inhabitants as the Minoans, but even before the classic Minoan phase, Crete was populated by Neolithic farmers. Over time, these small communities grew more organized, built villages near the coast, and ventured into sailing. As trade expanded, so did their wealth, ambitions, and influence. By roughly 2000 BCE, Crete was already blossoming into a dynamic, interconnected society. Fast forward to the late 19th and early 20th centuries, when Crete's hidden past began to re-emerge. Sir Arthur Evans, an English archaeologist, led excavations at Knossos, unearthing sophisticated architectural remains and the mysterious Linear A tablets. This script remains undeciphered to this day, preserving many of the island's secrets. Evans identified the sprawling Knossos complex with the legendary labyrinth linked to King Minos and the Minotaur myth. Since then, digs at sites like Phaestus, Hagia Triada, and Gurnia have revealed a civilization more advanced than previously imagined, boasting paved roads, elaborate craft industries, and extensive connections across the ancient world. Let's take a closer look at one of the defining features of Minoan Crete, the palace complexes. Knossos is the most famous example, a massive structure built around a central courtyard. This courtyard wasn't just empty space, it hosted ceremonies, festivities, and perhaps dramatic performances. Surrounding it were workshops, storerooms brimming with grain and olive oil, living quarters for royalty and nobles, and even possible administrative offices. What's unique is the island-wide building style. Other palaces, like those at Phaestus, Zakro, and Malea, share similar layouts, indicating a network of regional centers. Each palace showcased intricate drainage and water management systems, especially notable for that era. Archaeologists found large storage jars called pithoi for surplus goods, suggesting an advanced economy capable of handling and distributing resources. In the cities beyond the palaces, we see hints of both upper and lower class life. The wealthy owned lavishly decorated homes with frescoes on walls and floors, while ordinary folk worked as farmers, artisans, or merchants. Men wore kilts or loincloths, sometimes with colourful patterns. Women's fashion evolved into fitted bodices and flowing skirts, leaving shoulders and arms bare. Both genders adorned themselves with gold and precious stones, revealing Minoan mastery of jewellery making. Religion in Minoan Crete was a tapestry of nature worship, fertility rites, and deep reverence for the animal world. A primary figure is the mother goddess, often depicted holding snakes, symbolizing renewal and fertility. The bull, equally sacred, features prominently in Minoan iconography. Images of people bull leaping show athletic acrobats grasping a bull's horns and vaulting over its back. Some scholars view these scenes as proof of actual public spectacles. Of course, we can't forget the Minotaur myth. Greek tradition claims King Minos of Crete imprisoned a half-man, half-bull creature in a labyrinth. Every year, Athens supposedly sent tributes of youths to be devoured by the Minotaur, until Theseus slew it with help from Minos' daughter Ariadne. While no half-bull monster lurks in the archaeological record, the myth likely echoes real Minoan symbols, bull worship, and the sprawling Knossos palace that felt maze-like to outsiders. What powered Minoan prosperity? Trade, lots of it. Cretan ships navigated the Aegean, reaching mainland Greece, Asia Minor, Cyprus and beyond. They exported wine, oil, ceramics and fine crafts, while importing metals like copper and tin for making bronze. Artistically, the Minoans excelled in pottery, especially vibrant Kamara's ware, painted with swirling patterns and natural motifs. Fresco painting was another hallmark, capturing dynamic scenes of daily life or nature, like dolphins against stunning blue backgrounds. Moreover, Minoan art shows evidence of contact with Egypt and the Near East. We see shared motifs, borrowed techniques, and ideas that flowed along trade routes to enrich Minoan culture. Minoan engineering was nothing short of remarkable for its time. Consider the advanced drainage at Knossos, a system of clay pipes designed to funnel waste and rainwater out of the palace. Some buildings even appear to have had multiple stories, wooden columns painted red, often tapered downward. This unusual shape may have been intentional to mitigate earthquake damage, which frequently struck the island. The Minoans also built paved roads connecting palaces and towns, facilitating the movement of goods, animals, and people. In the countryside, terraces helped farmers grow olives and grapes along rugged terrain. These innovations supported larger populations, giving the Minoans the resources needed for cultural and commercial expansion. Despite reaching impressive heights, Minoan Crete faced a sudden downturn around 1450 to 1400 BCE. Palaces like Phaestus and Hagia Triada show signs of violent destruction, likely from earthquakes or a series of invasions. Some scholars point to the Thera or Santorini volcanic eruption as a catalyst, which could have triggered tsunamis and widespread disruption. Evidence suggests that Knossos briefly recovered afterward, but it too ultimately fell into ruin. Over the following centuries, Crete underwent significant cultural shifts. New Greek-speaking settlers, often called Mycenaeans, took control. They absorbed parts of Minoan tradition, blending it with mainland Greek elements. But the golden age of the Minoans was over, and the once mighty palaces faded into memory. Despite the collapse, Minoan Crete remains a cornerstone in the story of Western civilization. Its achievements in art, architecture, and urban planning laid a foundation the Mycenaeans and later the Greeks would build upon. We see echoes of Minoan religious practices and myths in classical legends, such as the Minotaur and Labyrinth, and hints of Minoan craftsmanship in Greek pottery styles. Modern archaeology is still peeling back the layers, with each discovery, from linear A tablets to vibrant frescoes, scholars piece together more details of this enigmatic society. The Minoans remind us that cultural exchange, thriving trade, and creative expression can transform small islands into influential powerhouses. And, if anything, their story proves that even after 4,000 years, there's always more for us to learn. Thank you for joining us on this extended journey through Minoan Crete. We hope you enjoyed diving deeper into the island's magnificent past. If you'd like more on lost civilizations, mythology, or archaeology, subscribe and stay tuned for future explorations. Until next time, this has been your window to the ancient world.